Well, I have a wonderful electronic invention I want you to see.
It looks something like this.
Hello and welcome to CarWale. Now the Baleno when relaunched was positioned as Maruti's premium hatchback. Over the Swift, it came with premium looks, premium interiors and premium features. But what wasn't premium were the engines. In fact, it came with exactly the same engines as the Swift in both petrol and diesel guys. And that was a bummer because the other premium hatchback, the Volkswagen Polo, also came with the brilliant 1.2 litre TSI petrol motor. Maruti finally decided to make amends and launched this, the Baleno RS. And let me assure you, this is more than just a sticker job. Now usually after I introduce the car, we get to the design. But in this case, the Baleno is all about engine and performance. So let's get down to that. Powering the RS is a 998cc 3-cylinder unit from Suzuki's new booster jet range of direct injection turbocharged petrol engines. The engine produces 102 bhp at 5500 rpm and 150 Newton meters of torque between 1700 to 4500 rpm. Now these figures are down on the international numbers since Maruti had to recalibrate the engine for our lower grade of fuel. Now before I mash the throttle, let's get this straight. Compared to the standard Baleno petrol, the engine in the Baleno RS is 250cc down, has one cylinder less and weighs 60 kgs more. And yet the Baleno RS accelerates way harder, hitting 100 kilometers an hour in a scant 9.69 seconds, and that's over 2 seconds quicker than the standard car. How? Well, the magic lies in the turbocharger and a bunch of modern tech that you can read in detail on carwale.com. Progress is reasonable till 1600 rpm till the turbo kicks in, and from there on you get a steady supply of power until the limiter cuts in abruptly at 6000 rpm. The RS's engine does sound thrummy when extended, but most of us agree it's a nice noise. What also makes the RS likable is the drivability. You can often get by driving in a higher gear than warranted by the speed. Third gear especially is really flexible. The RS's 5-speed gearbox is slick in its own right, while the clutch is light. It's efficient too, despite the bump in performance and weight. It returned a decent 11.6 kilometers per litre in the city and 16.4 kilometers per litre on the highway. But like with old turbo petrol motors, the booster jet engine too is quite sensitive to throttle inputs, and with a heavy foot, the efficiency figures can easily drop in single digits. The RS uses the same suspension as the standard car, but it's been stiffened by about 10%. The chassis has been strengthened as well, and to keep the additional performance in check, the Baleno RS gets discs at the rear as compared to drums on the standard car. Out on the road, the Baleno RS feels light-footed and is eager to change direction. The responsive front end helps you point the car exactly where you want it to go, and the neutral chassis balance also means there isn't much understeer. But it does roll when pushed hard, and the soft seat bolstering means you're thrown around quite a bit. Ride quality is on the stiffer side, and the Baleno doesn't really like it when things get rough. But city roads and minor undulations are handled with aplomb. The Baleno has been around for 2 years now and hasn't really shown its age, thanks to its contemporary styling. The liquid flow design concept gives the car its muscular profile, and it's brilliant how the character line dips downwards from near the outside rear view mirrors and then moves back to form a strong muscular shoulder line. The RS gets a slightly different grille, and at the back you'll find a racer looking rear bumper and the RS emblem. The alloy wheels too come from the standard car, but are finished in gloss black for a meaner stance. Lastly, there's the tastefully executed body kit, which includes the front lip, side and rear skirts. The Baleno RS gets a cabin that's absolutely the same as the standard car. Black is the theme inside, and right from the Swift to the S-Cross, Maruti's been sticking with dark interiors. The dash looks quite modern, and the large touchscreen display plays a big part in this. It's a contemporary unit which has a crisp display and is also Android Auto and Apple CarPlay compatible. The dash also gets silver inserts, with the party piece being the Speedo console, which is backlit in blue and comes with a multi-information display which shows a variety of information like real-time fuel consumption, driving time, and some neat animated graphics which show how much power and torque is being used. Finding the right driving position is easy, but the seats, although well shaped, are extremely soft and can result in backaches over long journeys. Even the side bolstering, which are meant to keep you in place during enthusiastic driving, are way too spongy and fail to do their job effectively. As you would expect, space and comfort levels remain unchanged for the RS. Jump in the back and you first notice how accommodating the rear is compared to something like a Polo GT TSI. Unlike its German rival, the RS has a great deal of legroom and excellent headroom as well. The rear bench may be relatively flat, but good under-thigh support and cushioning more than make up for it. The Baleno gets a 339-litre boot, which is pretty good, but the high loading lip makes loading big bags quite a bit of work in the Maruti, and in turn makes it less usable. Maruti's greatest USP is the value for proposition that their cars offer. However, the RS at Rs 8.52 lakhs is a whopping 1.15 lakhs more expensive than the similarly equipped top-spec 1.2-litre Alpha variant. Yes, it's got more power, but it's not as powerful as cars like the Abarth Punto. We think the 1-litre booster jet engine should have been the ideal choice for the Baleno and not just for the RS. In the end, the RS can make for a fun commuter, it's practical and it's got loads of features. We just wish Maruti would have worked a little harder to make that RS badge more special. We had an absolute blast shooting the Baleno RS, and we really hope you liked the video. And please don't forget to comment, like, share and subscribe to the CarWale channel.